Well, you're getting this perspective because I don't have my little magnet on my car. But here we are again doing makeup as I go into work. I work on the weekends at a bar because, well, when you got no money, gotta find it in creative ways. And I've been spending my whole day basically just wallowing in my anxiety because it is difficult pursuing what you're passionate about right now, especially if you are in the middle to or lower income bracket of America and your job or opportunities are being taken away by AI. Not to dog on AI, but I have been seeing jobs in digital marketing, any kind of brand directing, art directing, just totally just like evaporate. There's a lot of people who are DIYing it with AI, which I totally understand. You know, when you're a startup or doing something that you need to like save some money on, like I get it, but it really sucks for those of us who have done it as our income, freelancing especially, for the last decade. So yes, job opportunities, money, all that stuff is at an all-time low. So, and I've been wallowing and being afraid and not doing a whole lot of drawing or painting about it, which I should be, because obviously that's part of my concept that I'm working on right now, which is very much about despair. So the irony, right? But that's why I'm drawn to the idea in the first place, because it's such a real everyday, like, you gotta, if you're going through depression, you gotta like just get your butt in gear, you know? Like, it's not like you just fight through it. It's not really about fighting. It's just about surrendering. It's about realizing like, this is very real. This is a real part of my process, real part of my life. And you acknowledge it, you give yourself grace, and you say, this doesn't define me. This is a moment in time for me. It's very real. I recognize it. But I'm not going to allow it to make the decisions for me. I'm not going to allow this depression or fear to be a part of my personality. It's not a part of my character. It's a real emotion. It's a real part of life. But it's not who you are. It's not who I am. So I'm able to get a good cry out, get a good journal, get a good talk, get a good comforting, maybe cope a little bit. And then I'm like, all right, it's time to move on because we have things to do. We got to go to work. And people at work, they have an expectation for me to try to make them a little money, you know? Get some good tips for everybody. And they need me to put on not necessarily a show, but like be approachable, be someone that other people can engage with. It's not really about masking. It's about understanding that this is not the place or time, and there's appropriate times for letting those emotions out. So here we are, putting on something a little more presentable to the public and thinking about my art process and thinking about different ways to go about painting. And I might not get to it tomorrow, but I do have tomorrow off, so I am hoping that that will be the time to really dive in again. Because when you're just like working those late hours, man, sometimes you just want to veg out the whole day. And giving yourself permission to really have that rest is important. You're giving your mind, your body just time to recoup. Having the hustle culture, toxic. Artists should not be a part of hustle culture, for sure. No one should technically, but artists in general, for sure, for sure. You're way too sensitive for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't get sucked in. You need time to be creative, your time to numb out, your mind to just like wander. That's where the magic happens. And that's where magic happens for everybody. But when you're in a creative field, like that's your thing, that's where you are all the time, then it's really important to give yourself moments of rest and reflection. Super important. All right. That's my little TED makeup talk. We'll see you tomorrow.